What up? Let's get weird. It's your boy Tommy G here with the first of the week edition, Thursday edition of the Stay Cashin show. We got a lot of changes coming up with Stay Cashin. We're testing something this week, and I won't share too many details on it because whenever I do, you get mad at me. But I think we're going to be changing the time. We're going to be changing the format. We're going to be changing a lot of things on Stay Cashin coming up after the Super Bowl. So make sure you're following me on Twitter at Tommy G Wins Again, and all the guys on Twitter in their picture that you see right there where you can go follow all of them. But the time of the show is one of the big things we're going to be changing going forward. Right, Bill? Me and you have been doing a little market research on the back end, and we're thinking that we're probably going to do this show at like 5:30-ish going forward for multiple reasons. Some of which, there's a lot of people that just come in here and just take the free bets and don't sign up for anything. And then there's a lot of people who aren't in work or get out of work at 5:30 and they got to go watch on replay. So we're going to be having this done for baseball season because the biggest part of it is there's no fucking lineups out at 2 o'clock, right? So you have nothing to work off. So last baseball season during Stay Cashin, we'd end up doing the shows, especially having Siege on here with our DFS product, which we're going to be pushing forward very heavy once we get to the baseball season. It's very hard to do anything from a DFS or betting prop perspective if you don't know who's fucking playing. So 5:30, we should have all the lineups out, and I think it's going to be a great thing for all of us. So that will be coming soon. We'll have a show today. We have a show tomorrow. We'll be doing something for the Super Bowl, so you have a ton of us over the next 3 days. And before we get to that, let me introduce the crew. Zab, what up, buddy?
Not much, man. How are you?
Good, good. Productive. Having a good, nice week here. Bill Rupp.
What's up?
Good, great job. Siege.
I'd like to note that since Bill told me the Portland Trailblazers were the worst team in the NBA the last 10 games, they are 9-1, the best record in the NBA. Good job, Bill.
They still stink.
Strip clubs must be popping over there now.
Siege just said something before the show that was leads me to believe that he doesn't watch baseball.
What did he say?
I mean, we've said it already, but now I'm just convinced.
What did he say?
Bill, don't be mad.
We're talking about the Alonso thing. How Alonso kind of screwed himself by only a 2-year deal. Basically, it's a 1-year deal. And I said, Cohen says he's going all in for Vlad. And is he just like, well, I don't really think Alonso is, I think he's almost as good as Vlad.
No, I said he's not. No. I said.
Well, you'll get used to this part too, Siege, by the way. Bill likes to take what you said and change it to what he wants you to say, so you'll get used to that.
I said Vlad Guerrero Jr. isn't all that much better than Pete Alonso is what I said.
Okay, that's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, you're an idiot. Yeah, you're an idiot. Yeah,
okay, if you can I bet? I'd like to bet on Vlad's batting average under 300, please. You guys
under 3. Okay, if I can get Alonso's
323 last year.
If I can get Alonso's under 220, I'll do that right now.
What do you mean? Vlad Guerrero batted 323 last year. You guys are telling me that that's so sustainable?
I think 300 is sustainable for him.
Contract year? You think Vlad's gonna shit the bed?
Yeah, no,
I don't think Vlad can. He's not that. All right, you guys are out of your mind.
We need a lot of filler content for baseball. See, once football ends,
so underrated.
We're gonna need all this shit for next week. So before we're in that window, right? We have that we got to thread that needle. Hoffman, how you doing, Hoff?
I mean, the biggest trade in NBA history happened.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, let's say we got literally football.
Our trajectory is just all over the place.
Yeah, football ends Sunday, okay? And we have March Madness doesn't start for a few weeks. So we got 3 weeks to fill with fucking nonsense like Pete Alonso versus Vlad Guerrero. So let's table that and let's talk about the biggest trade. We're not even opening.
It's too absurd. I couldn't let it go.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You guys, I love when you guys fight. It's the best. It lets me stay out of it. It's part of the reason why I put you guys together down there. If you notice, I put you guys right next to each other. I knew this was genius by me.
Siege right off.
Half the reason I brought Siege in was so that I don't have to scream at you every show. So that was the perfect thing there. But we're not even going to start with football. We're going to start with basketball because.
Tommy, lower your volume a little bit.
Lower my volume more?
Yeah, it's coming through.
They usually tell me I'm too low. All right. So we're going to start with basketball. We had the biggest trade in I won't say this the biggest trade ever, but with the craziest trade ever, for sure. When you factor in the fact
one of the biggest.
One of the biggest, but it's the conspiracy theories behind this and me are just like going crazy. It's the most insane trade ever, right? So you have two superstars. One of which is potentially the face of the NBA, 25-year-old fucking superstar, was in the finals last year. Luka, international presence. Getting traded in the fucking darkness of night when no one's watching at 12:30 a.m. on a fucking Saturday.
I was on the train coming home from the game when the Knicks lost to the Lakers. I was like,
it was like, first of all, a trade like that doesn't happen at 1 a.m. on Saturday. Second of all, neither player had any fucking idea that it was about to take place. Neither team did. And it sent shockwaves through the whole league. You got Anthony Edwards out there going, I'm afraid now, right? Like, and then it's followed up with
what? What's he afraid of? I'm more afraid. You know, the bigger trade was them getting Mark Williams. Fuck that fat, chubby Luka. Mark Williams is the better trade. Mark Williams was a great deal this morning. I fucking love that deal.
Okay, so I love both. I love your energy, guys. Like, could we try and stay on like a remote path? Like, I mean, we're literally talking about one of the biggest trades in history, and you want to talk about Mark fucking Williams.
A bigger deal than
Great. Go look up what Mark Williams did his last 2 games in Charlotte when the fucking announcers at halftime were saying he's not even playing basketball right now. He's not even trying. This is worse than a high school team. So let's talk about Luka and AD. So, Siege, I'll kick over to you first. I have 47 different conspiracies about what happened and why it happened. So let's talk from a just straight basketball perspective first. What's your take on the trade?
So, I mean, obviously the Lakers won the deal, right? Like they robbed Dallas. So any conversation beyond that point is trying to justify it within like
those are the conspiracy
robbery.
Theories. Right, the conspiracy.
I mean, not even not even necessarily conspiracy theories. Like, I can understand the idea that Dallas realized it didn't have a future with Luka. Like, it didn't have draft picks. Kyrie was 33. You know, like, and they weren't gonna. And once you pay Luka that 5-year, $350 million deal, you can't go in the second apron for 10 years in a row anymore, like the Warriors did, or like the Celtics. Like, you have to be 2 years and out, or your picks start getting frozen. So I can understand how they realized like they didn't have a Luka window. That part I can understand. He could be the best player in the world, and then that not even necessarily they wouldn't have a Luka window, but he might want out at some point. And then once he has all the leverage, you're kind of fucked. But then, like, just go open it up to everybody. Like, go get the best package. Don't get the guy you can win you games now. Like, go get 7 draft picks and 2 young guys.
So the big thing about it was the big thing that makes it crazy is that it's the same thing. I mean, just think fantasy football, right? It's the same exact thing. If you're shopping Saquon Barkley, right? Like, and we're all in a league together. Zap, I'm not going to go fucking reach out to you at fucking 2 a.m. when everyone in the league's sleeping and go, hey, who you give me for Saquon? And then you go, hey, I'll give you fucking Tyreek Hill. And then I go, done. Right? Like, I'm going to shop that. I'm going to go to the group thread. I'm going to be like, hey, who wants Saquon? He's on the market. That's going to take days to get done. You know, I'm not just going to go get a guy that's, you know.
But there's a little difference, though. There's no agent involved in that, Tommy. Like, if it gets out, then the agent will start directing Luka to where he wants to go.
Well, that's why.
Have you ever traded with Tommy in fantasy?
Yeah, you guys have never been in fantasy league with me. It's like getting hit with a swarm of bees. Yeah,
you're comparing fantasy sports to real life.
That's
Bill,
exactly
you just
what
said
it
Mark
is.
Williams is better than Luka Doncic. Maybe take the segment off.
I didn't say he's better. I said I like the
that's the most.
But Bill, what fantasy football is? That's literally you're a GM for your own team. It's literally exactly the same thing. No, the only difference is we don't own the Mavericks. We own our fantasy team. It's exactly the same thing.
Not exactly what they wanted.
No, they didn't.
How do you know?
Because I know. Because I have 74 conspiracy theories as to why they did it.
Okay, well, that doesn't mean any of them are right.
And I guarantee you there's 28 other teams.
You think there's lizard people. So, I mean.
So do you. Well, you will in a year.
All you need is one. Bill,
yeah, you will in a year.
Bill, all you need is one of those 74 to be right, though. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. But here's the thing with it. The bottom line is, Bill, you can't say they got exactly what they wanted because the Lakers went, done, sold, take it, like, immediately. And
we don't know that.
I mean, okay, Tommy, we don't know if it was immediately.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Well, I think we do. I mean,
it kind of feels like
I think we do. Because would you agree that Shams and all these other guys if you fart, they know about it, right? There's trade rumors going out that aren't even potentially close to happening because one person told. There's no way these guys could have kept this a secret for days.
Yes, they could because that's why they only brought one team involved. That's why it was only the GM. And
okay, so now let's stop there. Let's stop there. So you only brought one team in. Why?
Because
you didn't want Shams and other people to find out.
That's the guy. They wanted Anthony fucking Davis for Luka Doncic.
Well,
that was it. That's
Tommy,
their fucking hero of the world.
Oh, Tommy, let me defend that element of it. There's no singular player. We're not talking about package of assets or young players. There was no single better player in the entire NBA available than Anthony Davis.
I agree.
Okay, now.
So if you're trying to win now, that's the best player you can get.
And who's having the better season?
Well, Luka's out, right?
I mean, Anthony Davis this season.
Yeah. So listen, does the trade make sense? Yes. Could you have raped somebody for Luka Doncic? Yes. Did they even ask anyone? No.
But
now,
Tommy, this is where I have to stop you. It's like that's all future asset based. You have 33-year-old Kyrie, you have 31-year-old PJ Washington, you've got an older Gafford, and you don't have any picks the next 5 years. Who the fuck cares about the future? Like, if you care about the future, you're keeping Luka.
No. So here's the conspiracy. First of all, Bill's been saying for 2 years the NBA has a face problem, right? The NBA has a major problem. We've seen it everywhere.
I don't even think Luka's going to stay in LA.
I actually almost got half a sentence out. What do you mean?
Hey, you're leaning to the thing that Luka's going to stay in LA for the next 20 years.
Because we don't have to deal with hypotheticals yet. This just happened. Analyze what happened before you start.
You started talking has been hypothetical.
But about now. We're talking about now. We're not talking about 3 years from now or next year if Luka's still there, if LeBron owns Vegas.
Wants to win now.
Listen to me. Here's the conspiracy side. The conspiracy side of this is, one, the NBA needed a face in a major market, right? This helps them, Hoffman, tremendously to get Luka, who, let's assume he stays there, okay? We can talk about the other side. Get Luka.
He's staying there and they're going to get Jokic.
You get Luka in LA for eternity, possibly, right?
That's going to be great because the whole press conference, he sat there
Stay with me.
And he could barely speak.
Stay with me. So you get Luka in LA, Hoffman, great for the NBA, right? Luka in LA. Okay, that's great. Brings LeBron relevant for his last year. Now LeBron, everyone thinks he can win a championship. It's also very good for Anthony Davis. I think it's a very good move for the Mavs on multiple levels for right now because it moves Davis to the 4. There's a lot of things that work with this for both teams. But the big thing about it is you just had Miriam Adelson get in favor with the NBA by this and get in favor with the Lakers by doing with this and get in favor with LeBron, who Hoffman has been saying forever, LeBron is about to own what?
The Vegas team.
The Vegas team. You also have Miriam Adelson out there who's pissed the fuck off because she's trying to open the biggest sports betting casino in the world, right? You guys all know about this in Texas. It got shot down by...
That's why Cuban sold left.
Yes. It got shot down by the Dallas government. She couldn't open it. She's pissed the fuck off. Mm-hmm. This could be a warning shot of, oh yeah, you want to do that? Fucking bye, Luka. Get over there. Because guess what happens in a year or two if she doesn't get approved for her casino in Texas, which she's already said she's going to do, Hoffman? What did she say she's going to do? Move the team to Vegas.
You can't just do that.
What do you mean you can't do that? You can now.
No.
What do you mean? They'll be out of their lease. Their lease will be over.
The team will be done. Everyone's retired. Kyrie's gone. PJ's gone. Anthony Davis is broken 2 years from now. You're out of your lease. You just did a favor for the NBA where they're going to fucking love you. You just fucking pissed off the Dallas fans. You don't care. You just threatened the Dallas government. You just threatened the Dallas government by doing this, by basically saying, you want to keep fucking with me? I'll send the whole fucking team out of here. I don't give a shit. And then you go to Vegas with the team when LeBron retires, Hoffman, and LeBron takes over the fucking team who you just gave Luka Doncic for the last 2 years of his career. Everything works perfect for the NBA, for LeBron, for the Lakers, and for Miriam. The only people that get fucked are the Dallas fans.
Dude, I'm telling you, you're
and they'll get over it.
You're
And they won't have to get over anything because they won't have a team in 2 years.
again, Tommy is just way overreaching, and he just reaches.
This is the best theory Tommy's ever had on this show.
How is that ridiculous, Bill?
It's not. It's accurate.
Stars, and then he pulls a hand of air. Like it's
It seems. Zab, you're not an NBA guy. What do you think of the theory?
what it is
This
this.
is why I want to move to Vegas.
This fucking relationship with Luka was done the minute that Finley took the beer out of his hands in front of his father. It was over. It was broken. There's been fucking shit going on behind the scenes that we have no idea about his weight and about
No one's saying that isn't the case.
lifestyle and his drinking and everything.
No one's saying that isn't the case. What we're saying is this
So she
trade
didn't get rid
makes
of him
sense every angle
because
of what
she
I just
wants
said.
to move the team to Vegas.
What's up?
She didn't get rid of him because she wants to move.
If she, dude, you know who Mary Madison is? She don't need $100 million to Trump and like $200 million to the Democrats. Mary Madison is one of the most powerful people in the entire world. All she gives a fuck about is this casino. She don't give a fuck about the Dallas Mavericks
She wants to
at
build
all.
a bigger Las Vegas.
She wants to build Vegas 2.0, and if if Texas isn't going to get her, then she's going to move this fucking
What's
team
her
to Vegas and do it
leverage now?
there.
What's your leverage now?
Her leverage now is the Dallas government. When they come to her saying we're not going to pass the bill, she says, "Okay, I'm taking the fucking Mavericks out of here. Bye. We're fucking gone."
Done that with
Dallas sports are
And now she just got in with the NBA and LeBron and Vegas for what's coming.
That with keeping Luka.
How?
Just saying, Dave, you're not passing. I'm going to move the team. Well,
But that's not.
But
This
they,
is
they,
the.
they need
This
to
is
find
the
the
threat.
attendance bill. They need the attendance to decline.
They gotta drop as a team in order to get out.
Well, he hasn't played in 2
The
months.
NFL pulled this exact same stunt with the Rams and St.
Yes,
Louis.
same
It's the
thing.
exact same playbook.
Same exact thing. They need the attendance to drop. They need the team to get worse. So they can go run for a championship this year, and then in a fucking year or two, she's going to get rid of fucking everybody. The attendance will drop, and then it fucking move to Vegas.
That's another thing, too. These
Dude,
guys
the
are-
attendance is already going to drop starting today. Half the city's boycotting the fucking team.
Yeah, they're going nuts out there.
It was the power move by a fucking...
Attendance never drops, bro. We've been saying.
You want to bet? Dallas is offering $2,000 a fan for fans that are canceling their season tickets because they
They're like-
Guys, I've heard this. If Trump wins, I'm leaving.
Here comes the pivot. Here comes the pivot.
And the Yankees keep losing, I'm not going. Then you go, the Yankees are 82-82, and they got 45,000 people there in September. So nobody fucking boycotts games, guys. Stop it.
Dude, they've been
Stop.
refunding season tickets.
Stop
The Mavericks
it.
home
From
plate?
the finals to last place, like
Dude, and Bill, when have you ever seen a
We're gonna
team
be last
voluntarily? Let me ask you this, Bill.
Like,
When have you ever seen a team voluntarily refund fans for season tickets? I never heard of that. They're refunding all the fans. She's like, fuck it, don't show up. She doesn't want them there. She refunded fans season tickets.
Okay.
When have you ever heard of that? I've never heard of that in my life. What? So you want to talk about fans not showing up? You're letting them cancel. Shit they already bought. Dallas fans contacted the front office sports and posting on social media said they were receiving refunds after canceling their season ticket plans.
Yeah, she probably refunded him for the last 15 games.
Who refunds season tickets?
All right, if you
Wait.
want the last 15 games, listen.
No, she wants no fans
I
there.
bet you it was like 20 people, and they gave them their fucking 15-game package back.
Tommy,
You don't refund a game, let alone fucking. If the game gets canceled, you can't go. They don't even refund it. They make you go to a doubleheader or fucking something in baseball, or they reschedule it.
to next year if it's like the
I
last
mean,
game of
yeah,
the
they
season.
will never refund anything in fucking sport. Once you buy that fucking thing, hey, we'll give you a fucking ticket
That's
to
why
the
they
game.
give you the 20% discount off the top, so you have to pay
we'll
for all
give
of
you
them.
we'll give you 2 tickets to the next game. They're always going to give you more. They're always going to give you store credit, if you're these teams. So, I mean, I've never seen anyone I mean, dude, the cancellation comes amid some fans. Hold on, the cancellation comes amid some fans learning season tickets will increase for next season. With one fan telling NBC5 in Dallas, there's a 61% increase for next year. So she's refunding you, jacking the tickets up 60%, and then sending off your fucking love
So
child.
this is her grand plan to move Dallas in 2032?
Or no, dude, this is like 2 years away.
Like 3 years on the road.
Bill, you're off, dude. You're just wrong on this.
Bill.
This is not 2032.
But
Bill.
their lease.
People like her that are extremely
This is
smart in the
Miriam
business world
Adelson.
think 2 to 3 business moves ahead, and they are thinking 2 to 3 years down the road.
But Zab, their lease is up until 2031.
Well, that doesn't.
It's going to take 4 years to build the
Dude,
stadium
by
anyway.
the time they commit to.
So you think Vegas is going to wait till 2032 to get a basketball
They
team?
have to build the arena first.
Yeah, and Bill, do you know how much Miriam Adelson is
You
worth?
guys are talking about something
They don't even need
7
to build
years
the
down the line.
Bill, it's not 7 years down the line.
4 years to build the stadium.
It's
Dude, and
2025.
By the way, guys, I don't know why you don't understand. Miriam Adelson doesn't give a fuck about breaking a lease. She's worth $31.9 billion. 31.9. She'll make that a fucking ice skating rink and not give a fuck. She's tanking a team. This woman is literally controls the cabal.
She might just pay the lease anyways. Who the fuck cares?
She don't give a fuck about the lease. She'll put a WNBA team in there tomorrow. Like, she don't give a shit. She's Miriam fucking Adelson. All she cares about is casinos, sports betting, and controlling elections and politics. Like, they don't give a lease. They don't give a fuck about a lease. Fucking care about any of that. She can own the whole NBA. She's worth $31.9 billion. This isn't like, what's up?
She probably does own the NBA by now.
She owns everything. She owns politics. She owns Trump. She donated $100 million to Trump. Who fucking?
Everybody wants to bet me that Dallas doesn't leave fucking for Vegas.
Well, she might not
what
because
if she gets the resort?
This is her power. I'll bet you this. This is her power move to get the resort. She wants to stay in Dallas and she wants the resort. If she doesn't get that, she's fucking out, dude. You don't tell Miriam Adelson what to do.
All right, I'm not being kidding because it's going to go into a big rabbit hole. All right, let's just go.
All right, so that's my conspiracy theory. Just to put it in perspective, she's 7 times wealthier than Mark Cuban. And Mark Cuban's one of the richest men in the world, right? She's 7 times. Mark Cuban's worth $5 billion. She's worth $32 billion. I mean, that's how much money. She could buy 5 Mark Cubans, kill 4 of them, and still be richer than the other ones. Like, that's how fucking rich this
Where do
bitch
you get
is.
$32 billion?
You know, you run the cabal. She's like she's the fucking worst person in the history of the world. So anyway, as far as the trades go, there were a lot of other trades. I see people in the chat talking. I love the fucking Fox to the Spurs.
Oh, Fox.
I mean, I think this makes them relevant. I know I'm not an NBA guy.
Yeah, I put them out to win the title.
I mean, dude, I put it on that show. I said put out plus 20,000 last week in case they get them.
I
Right?
make the playoffs too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that team's going to be
Win
nasty.
the title. When? 2032?
It was plus 20,000.
No, it was plus a bazillion.
Who gives a
before
fuck?
Yeah, because
It's like betting on the Jets to win the Super Bowl. It could be plus a bazillion, and you're still going to lose.
Yeah, you're probably going to lose. All right.
Fox
All right.
has done so well in where he came from.
Listen, you were the biggest De'Aaron
He
Fox
never
fan
did.
in the world 3 years ago when I clapped you with the fucking Kings.
So far.
No, it's just like to deal with.
Hold on. Hoffman, light the beam. You guys remember that bullshit?
They didn't win, Donnie.
I know, but you were the biggest fan of the world.
Oh,
I love that.
Now he's a bum.
No, I didn't say he's a bum. He didn't win with them.
Okay, well now he's got Wemby. Dude, listen, I'm not saying.
Now he's got Wemby.
Bill, don't change my words. I'm not saying the Spurs are going to win a championship. I said plus 20,000 is worth a shot because you only need to win a round or two, and then you can hedge your way down.
Fox and Sabonis couldn't do anything. So now you think Fox and Wembanyama are going to win the title?
Bill, you had him. You had the right argument, and then you just try to say
He just-
Sabonis is better than Wemby. No.
First of all, Wemby's better than Sabonis. Second of all,
Wemby.
when did I say I literally...
Sabonis' numbers are just as
Bill, I started that sentence saying, I do not think the Spurs are going to win the title. And then you chose your arguing point. Tommy thinks the Spurs are going to win. I just said it a second ago.
Game. I'm talking not even to you. I'm talking to Hoffman about his bet.
He doesn't think the Spurs are going to win the title either.
All right.
No one does.
I think it's a waste of money.
Hoffman's bet was the Spurs to make the playoffs.
He just said he took them to win the title.
I
No,
did.
by plus
That's what
20,000.
I'm arguing. I don't care if it's 100,000. It's a waste.
It's
So
a waste.
fine.
It's fine out. We bet tie.
Let's put money on every single team to win the title right now, and then it's not a waste.
Bill, nothing is a waste if the value gets chopped in half and you got a great number on it. It can't be a waste.
First guy chopped in half to win the title.
They're plus 15,000 right now. They were 25,000 last week.
Hold on.
I mean, you're sitting here talking about like they're literally
Make the playoffs right along with a title.
Well, you're getting insane odds on those, Bill. Why do you think we do tie?
What are they to make the playoffs?
It's a fucking nonsense fun bet.
To make the playoffs.
To make the playoffs, I'm betting that for sure.
What are they? Hoff, you just bet it. What is
Plus
it?
370 now, Bill.
I gotta go. I bet this preseason. Hold on.
Plus 370.
That's an insane number that we
No,
have.
plus 20,000 was the insane number.
Yeah, you got to do that before the trade.
I said to
I
do it
did,
last
but
week
before the
on
season.
this show.
Before the season, plus
Who did
10,000
it?
right there.
When?
Who did it?
10,000 for the Spurs to win it all.
Yeah. So listen, we're on a fuck off the rails. I think Fox with Wemby is going to be great. What do you think of the Butler trade?
I mean, the Warriors were desperate. What else were they going to do?
I mean, 2 years,
I mean,
120
Butler's
million.
not even fucking that good anymore.
What else were they going to do? They're not. They had to try at least try something.
Listen, I like it because honestly, Jimmy Butler.
They tried for Durant. Durant didn't want to go back there. They tried for LeBron. Couldn't get it done. They're on their last ditch effort. This team.
Listen. I keep saying,
dying out there.
I've said forever, I don't even fuck about the regular season. Who gives a shit about the regular season? Obviously, the Warriors need to get in the playoffs. This will help them do that. They're going to get in the playoffs. That they always do. But realistically, Jimmy Butler goes from like a whatever during the regular season. Come playoff time, when he's motivated, he's one of the best playoff players ever. So if you're just playing for a title, that's a great guy to have. Let him sit the whole fucking year. Who gives a shit?
Their team's just not good enough.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to do something, right? Like they got to do something.
They may not even make the playoffs.
They'll make the playoffs.
They'll make the playoffs. They'll make the playoffs. They'll be there. Yeah, they'll be there. Any other trades in the NBA? I mean, I think Caleb Martin.
I mean, Mark Williams was a better trade than Luka Doncic, so we definitely have to discuss that.
Yeah, Bill.
Mark Williams, fucking great move. I wish the Knicks got him. I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, he's only 480th in rim defense the entire NBA. I'm sure that's a great addition.
Love him. I think he's gonna be huge. There.
You know why Bill likes Mark Williams, Siege? Because he probably wins a lot of tips.
He does.
What's his tip percentage?
First basket.
What's his tip?
He is a good first basket.
What's his tip percentage, Bill? Bill, what's his tip percentage?
I'll be like 70%.
Yeah, all right, there you go. Because he wins Bill first basket bets. That's why he likes Mark Williams.
Yeah, that means Bill would get his Brunson.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he wants him on a good team so that when he wins the tip, he can go fucking have shooters who can actually score and not on Charlotte or wherever the fuck he just came from. Did he come from Charlotte?
Yeah, Charlotte.
I got that right.
You did get that right.
Let's go, Tommy G. Yeah, so that's why Bill likes it. I know first basket. He likes that he wins the tip. I really like this Dallas team right now, though, dude. I really think
if they had a wing at all, they'd be really good.
I mean, listen, my favorite thing is Kyrie in the playoffs when we were betting on Dallas last year. I mean, I was screaming in the chat, Hoff, all year, bench Luka, fucking bench him, right? Because Kyrie just doesn't do shit because he was ceding to Luka. I never liked it when they got those two together. They did better than I thought they would. But listen, if I'm fucking a Mavericks fan, I want Kyrie taking over every playoff game from start to finish, and AD doesn't need the ball, right? So that's a perfect situation. I think Kyrie's going to get him in spots. I think that's going to be a pretty nasty combo right there going forward. I think it's a better fit than Luka and AD. It's just the long-term aspect of it is insane. You know, AD's made of glass. Did you trade in a guy who's 25?
He has done a little bit better job of staying on the floor the past year and a half.
Yeah.
It means he's due. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. It's just,
you got to give.
I wonder if playing
people in here. Let's see. Who was it? Siege said it first, then Phyllis said it. Sabonis over Wemby with like 8 question marks. All right. Well, so let's go to the stats, guys.
Oh my! Stop, Bill.
So it was so ridiculous. Let's go to the stats.
Have you heard of defense?
Victor Wembanyama.
Sabonis hasn't.
Is 22, 10, and what? 3? Sabonis is 21, 15, and 6. Not that much of a difference. Sabonis is a way better rebounder. He's way better at assists. He's not as good on defense, not as good on blocks because he's
Not as good on defense. This is the biggest statement ever.
Dude, you're literally talking about like the defensive player of the year in a traffic cone.
9 foot.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch basketball, and I know that.
He's way better at ball handling. He's way better at assists. Way better rebounder. And
Ball handling. Okay, first of all, Sabonis is not better at ball handling than
and
freaking
they're
Victor
better
Wembanyama.
scoring. I mean,
I'll tell you this though: when I have a center on my team, the last thing I care about is their ball handling.
what do you mean?
I don't know if
I
he's
think I have-
accurate, but Phila just posted Wemby is minus 50,000 to win Defensive Player of the Year.
He's the best defensive player in the world by times a million.
Look, funny is he hasn't even scratched the surface on his talent yet. Like he's got so far to go. It's ridiculous.
But Sabonis is way better than him on offense. So what are we talking about?
I mean,
Not that
Wemby's
much
averaging
championship.
24.5 points a game, and Sabonis is averaging 20
Okay. How many
in 3 less
how many
minutes per game.
assists? How many assists?
Well, that's not way better on offense.
How many assists does Wembanyama get?
Who the fuck is Wembanyama passing to? My whole team can't hit a shot.
How many defense? How many rebounds?
Let's see what Wembanyama's assists turn into now.
More a game.
Well, let's see what Wembanyama's
5
assists turn
rebounds
to now.
more, and he's 8 foot taller than him.
I mean, listen.
Yeah, because he's on the perimeter. Because he can actually do something other than grab a rebound and put a layup in.
He's doing his lot. His team is real great.
All right, listen. We'll see. Let's see how good Sabonis
Let's
is
see
without.
let's see what Fox does over there now.
All right, listen.
They looked really good last night. Tell you that.
I love the Fox spot. I think that's fucking great.
Hey,
situation.
man, let's all bet him. Win the world. Win it all. Win the playoffs.
Let's see what Sabonis does now without Fox. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, played great yesterday.
All right, I want to see what Sabonis does long term without Fox over there. Let's see.
Did the Kings win or did they get their ass kicked?
They lost by 20 last night, I think, or something.
Yeah, it was a lot. That was my point.
Yeah. So we'll see. Let's get over to what are we doing next? Any NBA bets for tonight, boys and girls?
Yes, I have 2.
Okay, what do we got? First of all, run through injuries, who's playing, who's not.
You
People
have to
got
be
traded.
joking me, Tommy, right? You want me to
yeah,
spend 3
now?
hours?
No, I don't know. Like anything big. Like, is there
The
anything
entire
big?
league's been traded for each
Holy-
other.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So who do we know isn't going to be playing?
Again, like, do you want me to spend 2 hours or not? Like, everybody's
No,
out.
actually, I don't care. I was just asking.
No, I know that. That's what I'm telling you. You really don't want me to do that.
Yeah, I actually don't care. I don't bet that fucking stupid sport.
Lakers -7 against the Warriors. Warriors coming back from Utah on a back-to-back here. Lakers been sitting in L.A. Warriors dealing with all the Jimmy Butler emotion and all that. This is just a good Lakers spot tonight. And then the 9-1 in last 10 Portland Trailblazers taking on the better player than Victor Wembanyama, Sabonis, and the Kings. I like the Portland Trailblazers to beat the Kings tonight.
I like that. Bill, are you going to be able to bet first baskets with all these trades?
I'm not giving out any more on the show.
That's
I
good.
get
That's a good way to get
I
viewers.
don't care. I get no follows on Twitter. No
Maybe because you're dressing like a tranny.
Nope. Nobody ever says, "Hey, here's the bro." I'll take $1 as a tip.
How about a thank you?
Yeah, thank you. A fucking heart or something on
No,
Twitter.
nothing.
Well,
Nothing.
fuck yourselves. You
Bill, I give out free bets on there all the time, and I get
do whatever you
nothing.
want. You're not my
Nothing.
dad.
No one cares anymore.
No one. Greedy pricks.
Exactly.
No.
I'm not doing it. So,
All right. So,
get on with the show.
Hoff, what do you like today for the NBA?
Nuggets -7. They're at
Yeah.
home. Yeah, they should win. They should
All right, I guess
dominate. Actually.
Magic. That line's dropping. Is someone hurt there, Siege?
That's a 3 and 4 spot for Denver. I think that's probably the only concern is they've played
All
3
right.
games in 4 nights. But
All right.
And I know all these people out here have fucking money because I see everything. Even if you don't have money, I see on Libs of TikTok. I'm in Florida and I'm scared for my life because I'm a tranny. Somebody help me! And then it's $3,500 in 4 hours.
The one kid on there
New
just
York.
literally. The
Get
one
the
kid on
fuck
there.
out of
The one
here.
kid on there just raised $50,000.
What was that kid's name that Bill used to like on TikTok? That we used to fucking.
I don't
Austin.
think it was TikTok. Was it? Yeah, it was TikTok.
Austin.
Yeah, the homeless hunters.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
Yeah, dude, I just watched a conspiracy kid raise $50,000 because his mom is sick. in a week. I was like,
Yeah,
who are these
and
idiots?
the people
They give me 10 bets in a row and can't get a
who
thank
watch
you.
here can't even give us a fucking thank you or a or anything.
I don't want your money. I just want to thank you.
No,
That's all.
want
You keep your
fucking
tips.
money. I want
Bill
your
wants
money.
your money. I just want to thank you.
Give me
Yeah.
a fucking dollar. That makes me at least to appreciate what we fucking do. We think we want
Bill's
to
in a
come
mood.
here and sit here for an hour? No, we don't.
No, you don't have to
Do
come.
we get any sales out of
Let's
this?
move on. Shut up. Jesus Christ. Stop crying. All right. Let's go on to hockey. What do you guys like in hockey today?
I got D-Rock's bets.
All right. What does he got?
He's got props, so you can go through.
Listen, I jumped into hockey again the other day, and I'm just like, why? I'm winning like 85% of my basketball game. Why am I betting anything with college basketball? So I have a couple leans in hockey. We've been done well this year in hockey. It's just for me right now. This is my college basketball season. I mean, if I lose a game, it's like a shocker. So I'm just sticking to college basketball. I haven't researched hockey. I do have, looking at it now, I do have a lean on the Knights. So the Knights is probably the one game that Knights and Soakers look good. But what's D-Rock on?
He's got Mikko Rantanen on Carolina, 3 shots on goal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the only one I'm going to give you because the other are plus money. And that's
Well, I'll give another one. No, we're not doing this. We're not turning this show.
all right. He's got Columbus Blue Jackets, Fentanyl.
That killed George Floyd.
Yeah, Fantilli. 3 shots on goal, plus 106.
Fentanyl. All right, there's your
Fentanyl.
fentanyl. There's a little fentanyl hit. All right, let's move over to college basketball, which is just, it's so fucking easy. It's so fucking easy.
Tommy, how did it feel to lose a bet yesterday, by the way?
It was weird. It felt weird. I didn't know what to do. I actually the one day I gave out the 4 free bets, I went 2-2. That was like my worst day. So I was gonna give them out again yesterday, but the funny thing, not to dovetail back on Bill's rant, the reason I didn't is because when we won the first 2 out of 3, and I didn't get one single person like thank. I was like, fuck you guys. And we went 5-1 yesterday. So I was like, all right, keep behind the paywall. What do you think today, Siege? Obviously, the only top 25 game is the pulling up right now. I think it's Ohio State, right? Is the only one.
Yeah, I suspect
Ohio
we're going to
State.
disagree. I suspect we're going to disagree on this one.
So here's the thing: Ohio State is on my banned substance list.
Mm-hmm.
I would be on Ohio State, but they are banned because they cannot close a fucking game. But obviously, when you look at this looks like a Tommy G spot, right? Unranked home team favored over a ranked road team. And that ranked road team is not good on the road. Normally, Maryland is actually one of the biggest differentials year after year after year after year. You hear about all the major home courts for this team. Maryland is probably one of the most extreme home road splits over the last 3 years, maybe the most in college basketball. And today, again this year, 13-1 at home, 2-4 on the road. So this game is just popping off my spreadsheet. And I don't know if I could pull the trigger on it because Ohio State just can't close a game out. And we're always winning and then lose because they don't know how to run a play in the last 2 minutes. So
if I told you I'm on Maryland, is that going to help you not take Ohio State?
Nah, Dad, you can't take Maryland.
Maryland has won their last 2 road games at Illinois, and then they had a pretty trappy spot after a big road win. They won by 21 at Illinois. They went to Indiana on the road 2 days later in what you would thought would be the classic trap spot. And they came away with another win.
Barely.
That's a pretty bad trap spot to go from Thursday night to Sunday. That's a pretty crappy spot.
Should have lost, but they got the win.
They got the win. Then they beat Wisconsin at home. This team is starting to put the pieces together. I like their advanced metrics. Really like them. Ohio State's just a bad basketball team. Give me Maryland plus 120 here. I just think Ohio State's a bad team, and I think Maryland. This is the time of year where you and I are going to start to disagree in February. I'm starting to look at resumes and who these teams that need that marquee win. And Maryland kind of needs one more marquee win, and this is kind of their last stand until you get to late February, early March. So I like them tonight, plus 120.
Just goes against too many. The Big Ten teams at home, ranked road teams versus. It's just too many.
I know you won't be on it, but
if you
really
change the name of Ohio State to fucking Bill State,
I probably would be on Bill State at that.
That would be a max bet.
I would probably bet Bill State in that scenario, but it's not. It's Ohio State. So
I would take Bill State.
I would too.
What else you like to say?
Yeah, that's kind of like where it started and ended for me. I looked at San Francisco, but the market immediately hammered San Fran right as I started to look at it. I can't take it at this number. I kind of want.
Go on.
Oh, God. No,
Go
ahead.
on. Go on. No, I'll run through mine when you're done. Go.
I kind of want to bet Pacific at home against San Diego. San Diego on the road has been kind of an adventure all season. Oregon State against Washington State I want to take, but 6 is a little much. If I can find something to parlay Oregon State with, I'll probably do that. But I haven't found anything I really want to parlay them with yet. So, yeah, that's kind of it for me at the moment. I might add one more, though.
Yeah, I have a couple plays I like. I haven't sorted them out about what I like the most or the least yet. I love Idaho today, laying 115, I think it is, versus Portland State. So that's going to be a big one for me. I also, where's the other one? I was literally just fucking, my spreadsheet just straight up disappeared. Not Elon, not that. USF. Like South Florida today in this spot. There's 2 other ones that I'll keep for the subs. And then we do have an interesting game, which I'm pretty close to. I need to see some line movement on it, on Utah Tech versus my boys, Hoff. Those are the Abilene Christian, who we made a lot of money off for the last few years. But those are the 3 that I'm honing in on right now. I'll probably have about 5, maybe 6 plays by the time we get down to it for today. But those are 3 that I like right off the bat for college basketball. And you guys need to get signed up. Use promo code MADNESS, like March Madness, 20% off. And then you could still sign up for the DFS package with the promo code DFS20. So go use DFS20 if you want to do the DFS package. Go use Madness if you want to do the betting package, 20% off on both those sides. And we'll talk some more college basketball tomorrow as we get to the Super Bowl. Let's start talking some Super Bowl. That's what everyone's here for. So, Zap, what are we looking at? Anything we need to worry about from a high-level macro view on the Super Bowl coming up this weekend?
No, injury-wise, everybody should be good. Philly's getting a couple guys back off of IR. I think Brandon Graham's back. That'll be good for them, but not too much on the injuries. Most of that stuff will finalize and come out tomorrow. But a couple of the props I'm looking into is Dallas Goedert. KC plays a ton of too high coverage at the second highest rate, which should open up a ton for Goddard. And KC is one of the worst teams in the NFL against the tight end. So I love Dallas Goedert this weekend. He should be in line for another massive game.
Good defenses, tight end's the way to go, right? I mean, even if you're looking at the Philly side of the ball, regardless of metrics or whatever you're looking at, I mean, the bottom line is that the tight end has led the team in catches for the last 3 weeks against the Eagles in the playoffs. Kraft had 5, which led the team week 1. Higbee had 7 in week 2, and Ertz had like 464 catches last week. So you're literally looking at a Kelsey spot. I like the Kelsey 25 each half. Plus 185. I like that because Kelsey's, I mentioned this on the Pat Mayo show, which I will be on tomorrow. I did a guest spot with Mayo today that'll be airing tomorrow. So check that out. Show some love. But the thing with Kelsey is, I mean, he's either going to go for 100 or 20, right? Like that's pretty much what it is. So if that's the case, he's getting 25 each half. I'd rather take the plus 185, and it's been working like crazy. So
I think this is a big Kelsey game. I think they try and get him going. And if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to lean on Kelsey. I think Mahomes spreads the ball around a lot. This Philly defense is no joke, especially the secondary. So I think you're going to see Noah Gray involved. DeAndre Hopkins, this is kind of a big game for him. Never played in a Super Bowl. His catches,
we mentioned that on Mayo. He's my sneaky touchdown prop and sneaky ladder.
I like that. I like his catches. I like ladder in that catch. I think it's 1.5. His line is 10 yards, 11 yards.
Who is that?
DeAndre
Hopkins.
Go on.
You on it too?
No, I thought you were saying somebody else in that general price range.
But yeah, I like D-Hop. I think that's a good spot. Ladder, his catches, his yards. So he's in a great spot too. They play a ton of man coverage, so should open a lot. Philly's pretty tough against the deep ball. Worthy's been just excellent for the last seven weeks. He's gone over 41 yards, 5 catches over the last 9. So I think he's going to draw a tougher matchup. So I think you're going to look for a lot of underneath stuff with D-Hop, Juju Smith-Schuster, Noah Gray, Kelsey, stuff like that. So
yeah, Bill, what do you like for Super Bowl?
Why so much on Hopkins? I mean,
it's not a lot on Hopkins. It's just his numbers like
he hasn't
10.
done anything in the.
I know.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I agree with Bill. There's another Chief that I like
he's
a lot.
not even like I don't even see them throwing the ball. I think he's just out there as a decoy. I wouldn't go I wouldn't go anywhere near him.
So his snap count obviously 31% I think it was 2 weeks ago, 18% last week, and then it was 50 most of the season. You're not his total's 11 yards, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is more of a veteran in a Super Bowl spot. And for me, as I was talking about on the Mayo show, you have a big out here where, I mean, Hollywood Brown and Xavier Worthy could fucking drop at any time, right? Like, so these guys weigh 100 pounds combined. So the Eagles hurt people. Like, they literally have been, like, hurting people. Like, playing dirty, targeting people, hurting people. You got a lot of paths here. I actually like the DeAndre Hopkins sneaky touchdown more than anything else. I just feel like veteran.
I would just bet him to score.
Yeah, that plus 600. That's kind of the way I'm going. But again, this isn't. We're talking about DeAndre Hopkins a lot. He just happens to be me and Zab's favorite sneaky guy. Siege, you said you had a different sneaky.
Yeah, I love Noah Gray in this spot.
Noah Gray's another one. Yeah,
the Eagles are trash against tight ends.
Yeah,
and if they try to take away Kelsey, I think we're going to see a lot more 2 tight end personnel here, and I think Noah Gray could have a monster game. I'll probably be laddering the receptions and the yardages. Yeah, I just think this spot is fantastic for him.
Noah Gray for sure. Bill, what do you like in this game? Not weird shit. What do you like in general?
Eli Manning, kick of destiny.
Eli Manning, kick of destiny. That's good. Anything else?
Maybe.
It's a good way to get tips. Hoffman, what do you like?
I mean, coming on here giving everything away.
Hey, it wasn't.
Hasn't worked yet, so maybe it will. Let's see what happens over the next couple days.
Yeah.
Bill, you have to give away winners for people to tip you, all right?
No, you don't, Siege. No, you don't.
Yeah, well, look at Twitter. You definitely don't. Hoffman.
I like both quarterbacks rushing touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes has been rushing a lot more in the red zone this postseason, and he's just fat and he just runs over people. And Hurts, obviously.
Mahomes does have a nice little pudgy body.
Yeah. You win a couple Super Bowls in a row.
He was looking for that touchdown last game, and then he turned his back to put his weight into it.
Yeah. Listen, I'm betting Mahomes, obviously.
I'm doing the octopus too.
I'm doing that too, Alf. I told Tommy that the other day. I like that.
Plus 14. We should have got it. We had multiple chances in both games.
I'm doing this. Listen, I'm slamming the Chiefs. Does anyone? Who are you guys on from a side perspective?
I'm not fighting the power.
Just wait, Tommy. I think this game closes Eagles' favorite. I would just wait.
Yeah, I've seen. There's a lot of people.
People are so stupid.
Tommy, I'm with you. I'm gonna have alternates on the Chiefs, like Chiefs minus 6.5 is.
Oh no, they won't win by more than 3. I wouldn't even.
Oh no, they're gonna kill the Eagles. The Eagles are bad.
No, they are not.
The Eagles are bad.
The Chiefs don't kill anybody. Siege. They haven't covered a spread in like 5 years.
This Eagles team is so fraudulent, Tommy.
It's a script. Haven't you seen what the Chiefs do? They get up 14 and they let you back in on purpose. Like, it's a script. It's all fake with the Chiefs.
That's fine. But Tommy, once you're up 14, then I can do other stuff. I can bet the other side. Like they'll get up 14 at some point. So I'll be fine.
Super Bowls, they've been down and coming back.
They usually get down
double
digits.
Yeah, they've been playing good teams. The Eagles aren't a good team.
Played the Eagles literally 2 years ago. They played the same team.
That Eagles team is way better than this Eagles team. Way better.
Now you're just
this Eagles offensive line has no answer for Chris Jones. None.
I was gonna say I gotta play. Tommy's gonna like Chris Jones sack. I'll probably also look at George Karlaftis sack too. So
I mean, I need a prop on how many third in field goal range sacks Jalen Hurts is going to take.
Chris Jones 2+ sacks plus 670. Put that.
Yeah, we should talk to Prophet X.
I was gonna say I think we can talk to Prophet X about how many. Just do like a sack prop on third down.
How many 10-yard sacks?
I just want third down sacks.
Yeah,
like third down sacks. Of over 7 yards, right? Like I just want those 12-yard Jalen Hurts run around like a fucking retard, and throw everything.
Let's set it up then.
Yeah, let's see if we can do that because that and I want to put my bet out there that I've been saying this the whole year. Remember my call in the Super Bowl when the Chiefs are there, which they are there as we knew. There will be a fumble Rooski because I think it was predicted. Did they?
I could have sworn they did.
The Lions
your
are in
bet is
I think we would have
accurate.
remembered that. So I've had a theory that it's a fun theory, but that Andy Reid's Fumble Rooski commercial that they're gonna run a Fumble Rooski. So
Bill, what are your old bets this year? I see the shortest touchdown under 1.5 yards.
Yeah, like that.
yeah, those are all back. Yeah, that's basically the easy way to bet Jalen Hurts.
What is does anyone see like turnovers? Over under turnovers like for the game?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I mean, we'll go into all of those tomorrow. We'll dig in. I'm digging into the circus shit tomorrow.
I want that.
But yeah, like I like the under 1.5 yard touchdown or whatever the fuck it is, because then you're getting Jalen Hurts and everyone else. So definitely like that one. Does anyone think the Eagles win this game?
Kansas City is gonna run a crazy play in this game to someone crazy. Who's it gonna be?
Fumble Rooski.
Carson Steele, maybe?
Fumble Rooski.
Who else?
Justin Watson, probably.
Justin Watson.
Yeah.
Who else is crazy on their team?
That's kind of it, because everybody else they spread the ball around so much. Like everybody,
Give me one of those two guys, Siege.
Peyton Henderson,
Watson or Steele. That's what we're gonna say.
Watson for sure. He catches red zone touchdowns all the time. Like if they actually get in a close game, like he'll be in the play. Like they love him in the end zone.
Anyway, does anyone think the Eagles win? Zap, who wins?
I think Chiefs winning like by 1, by 2. I think it's gonna be a tight game. So
Bill,
Kansas City.
Siege,
Chiefs by
Kansas
7 to
City.
10.
Hoffman.
Chiefs. Like
You
4.
guys know I'm on the Chiefs. So
Did
we're
you
all on the
see
Chiefs here.
Did you see the pipeliner tweet?
What was it?
That
Sweet.
teams traveling east are like 13-0 in the last couple Super Bowls, and the Eagles are traveling east.
No, they're not. They're traveling
The
west.
Eagles are east.
How
I
are
don't
Kansas
know.
City's traveling east.
Well, okay, maybe I switched it up. That
Okay.
teams traveling east are 0-13 because they basically said the Eagles are going to win. Is what turned.
They're
I'll
not gonna
find.
They're not going to win. They're not going to win. We do this every week. They're not going to win. I've been doing this every week for 3 years. They're not going to win. The Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
Guys, everybody is
The
so.
only gone.
Everyone talks about Kansas. I'm sick of seeing Kansas City. But you stop betting against them.
Yeah, it's so
I mean, what
fucking.
is it?
Dude, they don't even have Rasheed Rice.
What is it? 7?
Do you understand what this team with me with Rasheed Rice?
Is it 70% of bets on the Eagles right
Dude,
now?
everyone's a fucking idiot, dude.
Crazy, bro.
68% of the bets are on the
They're
Eagles.
not paying this.
Dude, let them do it. That makes me more comfortable with scaling fucking my life savings on it, because at least I know now we're with Vegas too. You're telling me I get to bet the Chiefs and be with FanDuel in Vegas? Like all in. Like, what do you mean? It's usually 70% of the Chiefs, right? Where you're worried about the faction. You're telling me I'm with the house and I get the fucking Chiefs against a quarterback who sucks? Dude, people are just fucking dumb. So sometimes, listen, I say it in other sports, right? Like, I don't watch NBA at all, but I'm great at the play-in tournament, right? Pick the winner 2 years in a row, and I'm great at NBA playoff betting. Why? Because I think sometimes it's just that easy. You get lost in the sauce during the regular season when you know too much, right? Like what happened to me in college football playoff bracket, right? Like you know so much that it hurts you. It's better in the playoffs to just not factor all that in and just know, hey, by the way, the Celtics are winning the championship. That's it. Just put your fucking house on it. And all this other noise is just a distraction from the fact that the Celtics are winning the championship. It's the same thing with the Chiefs. The Chiefs are winning the championship. Like, that's happening. They're not going to fucking steal it from the Chiefs now. Like, they've been fucking carrying them there for 3 years. What, now they're going to fucking... Fuck out of here. No way. Not a chance. Chiefs win easy. But they'll make it close. But they win by 3 or something. Mm-hmm. Anything else here, guys? We're going to be back here tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. So we'll go over a little more circus props. Maybe Bill will give a bet out. We'll see.
What's that? Depends if I get tips or not.
Oh, I got a soccer bet.
Oh, what do you got?
Yeah, so it's going to start here in just a couple minutes here. Liverpool and Tottenham in the
Liverwurst.
EFL Cup. You can bet the corner kicks over 11.5 minus 130.
All right. Don't hate it. Don't
Oh,
hate
I
it.
actually like that.
Yeah.
You guys be doing great with the soccer too, by the way.
Yeah, so
It was a good time.
I actually took a couple of those bets.
I like that bet.
Yeah, and that's it. I wanted to say Mahomes with the rushing, by the way. I like the rushing attempts.
Trade deadline is over.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Kevin Durant was not traded.
5.5 on MGM told me.
Yeah, I like the attempts more than the yards because he takes fucking 30-yard kneel downs. So
Yeah.
I like that a lot, and he's hit it like fucking pretty much every playoff game. That's it. Zap, final words.
Guys, get over to ProfitX. Use code Tommy G when you sign up.
That's me.
They're actually, if you deposit $100 this weekend on a new sign up, they're giving you're entered.
Can you win a
into
Rolex or something?
A Rolex, yeah. They're giving away. They're doing a raffle for a Rolex. So,
And that's not like
deposit
DraftKings
$100.
that has millions of people doing it. Like that's this is I don't know 100%. And I'm going to see if I can get my bet out there. I'm going to talk to them today, see if I can get my bet out.
Yeah.
So get over to ProfitX, go use code Tommy G, sign up over there. They got a lot of fun shit on there too. I'm sure Super Bowl is going to be fucking mayhem on that fucking site. Bill Rupp.
Breaking news: James Wiseman to the Raptors.
I was just going to tell you that there's still going to be trades leaking in over the next few minutes.
No, that came out before 3 o'clock.
Oh, did it? All right. Siege, final words.
The Celtics traded Marcus Smart for Kristaps Porzingis, and now the Grizzlies traded him away to get off of his money. So, what a great trade once again by the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, I love it.
Jesus Christ. Hoffman.
Let it breathe and let's just keep winning.
That's it. For the great Zabowski, Billy Rupp. You might want to go to his Twitter, and Bill's running around in drag right now.
That's not me. It's my cousin.
I mean,
Yeah, you were hitting on her yesterday. Fuck
shit
out
was-
You're gonna have the whole family over when the
Tommy
Mascos
wanted
go.
them big
Grandpa
ass
Rupp?
titties. Tommy wanted them titties.
That shit was insane. CJ Kaltenbach and Luke Hoffman. I am Tommy G. Good luck. Stay cashing, motherfuckers.
Let's go! Send me your money.
Send me a thank you.